Proverbs chapter 14, verse 26. In the fear of the Lord is a strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. This lesson is going into the army that's behind you. The army that's behind you. And you have to believe that. We are Israelites, man. So when you come back to your Father through Yahushai, and you believe on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, what comes with that is an army behind you, man. A force that nobody can mess with, man. Nobody. Okay? The best power alive. Okay? That's why we have the power. That's why Esau's scared. Alright, let's read it again. Proverbs 14, verse 26. In the fear of the Lord. Now, that's the key word, the fear. In the fear of the Lord is a strong confidence. So you focusing on your fear in the Lord and examining yourself is power. Let me say it again. Examination is power. And Yahweh Shema Shai is looking down from heaven, and he will turn up that volume, that power, okay, that protection, okay? In the fear of the Lord is a strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge, right, protection. From what? From the world, man. The shadow of death, all right? Let's go to Psalms chapter 34, starting verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. You hear that? That's that confidence, that's that protection, that's that refuge. Okay? Now you have the confidence because of your fear, so now you know for a fact that the angels are around you, man. 24/7. You have an army, an assigned army around you of power. Day in and day out, man. Wherever you go, they're around because that's their job. Okay? They have a service to do to the elect, to the hopeful elect. You have to understand that, man. Okay, let's read it again. Verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them right. So when situations arise, you may see like it looks like the worst, but the angels are around to deliver you from it. Okay, that's why we walk by faith and not by sight. Okay, the angels can appear, or they can stay anonymous, but you know they're there because why? You have the confidence of the fear that you have in Yahweh Shema Shai, so you know the army is around you to protect you. Okay? Verse 8. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is a man that trusts in him. Right. You have to trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. You can't fool Yahweh Shema Shai. They know if you trust them. Okay? So really examine this in your spirit. Verse 9. Oh, fear the Lord, you his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. Right, man, you're going to be fully protected. You're going to have an assigned army, all right, to deliver you out of situations, man, because we are living in hell. Look at the earth. So we got demons and all kinds of things around us 24/7 every day. Okay, but what else is around us? Yahweh Shema Shai angels, our protection, our refuge, all right? Let's jump from there to Psalm 62, verse 8. Trust in him at all times. Let's read that again. Trust in him at all times, man. Right, man. Because you have many situations, man. Many situations. But you have to understand that Yahweh Shema Shai is behind you, man. Period, man. Okay? Even something as you at work and somebody lies something, or the manager is full of shit and try to set you up on something because they jealous or whatever it may be. You have to understand that Yahweh Shema Shai is behind you. You have an army behind you. Who is that person? Your manager? Okay. Well, who's his manager? Oh, the CEO. Okay, well, who's his manager? Right. Okay, my point is there's a power and there's an army above all of them, beyond all people. So you have to stay in that mind frame, and that's walking in the spirit. That's walking in the trust of Yahweh Shema Shai. Don't matter what you physically see. Okay, but it goes back to that connection between you and Yahweh Shema Shai, that trust, that confidence. Okay? And you know if you have confidence and you pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, they hear you, man. Okay? You have confidence, they're going to do what you said. And we can read about that in the scriptures. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 6, starting at verse 15. Okay, speaking about Elisha. And you remember Elisha asked for a 2 portion or a double portion of Elijah's spirit. And even Elijah was like, man, that's a hard thing to ask. Okay, so he had a heavy spirit. 2 Kings chapter 6, starting at verse 15. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, At last, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not. Right? Because he was scared, right? So this talking about Elisha's servant was scared from the army, from the people that was coming against them. Okay? So Elisha said this, and he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Right? So Elisha had that confidence because his fear was great. His fear was on a level. So by default, your confidence is going to be another level, man, which is going to grow your faith. Okay? Which is why you read about King David being so bold in front of the face of Goliath in Israel. He was very bold, man. Wasn't scared at all. Why? Because he understood the army behind them. Okay? These are Israelites, man. David wasn't perfect. He messed up, right? Elisha wasn't perfect. Okay, Yahweh Shai is the only person that walked in the flesh on the earth perfect and did not sin. Okay? So they had faults like we got faults. We're not perfect either. But just because we're not perfect doesn't mean we don't have access to that power. Okay, we have access through that faith, through that fear. It all goes together. Verse 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. Right, show him the angels, man. Reveal the angels to him. I know they're around, but reveal the angels so he see that they're around. Okay? And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots. Right, man, a lot of power. Thousands and thousands of chariots of fire round about Elisha. Right, his army, man, his assigned angels, his army. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. Right, man. Okay, because Elisha had that confidence. Do you see that? He had that confidence, man. The scriptures talk about being so confident that when you pray to the Lord, you know he hear you, man. Because of your confidence. That comes through more fear. More fear comes through more examination of yourself. Okay, that's that inward man getting greater day in and day out, from glory to glory, from faith to faith. All right, so that's the power, man. He used the angels around him to blind him. Okay, how is that not power? Okay, that's the power we have around us. Now, going into Jacob's trouble as we see it's brewing, think about that, man. You have to remember that. You have to remember this story, man. Judas Maccabees, when they was about to get into war, he quoted different stories in the past, man. Okay? To pump up Jake, man. To get Jake out of that scared mind. Because why? They saw a big army coming against them. And they like, man, we a small number. We can't beat them. But you have an army around you, man. You're an Israelite, man. Okay? A believing Israelite. So you definitely have that army around you. That should comfort you and get you excited, get you pumped up, okay, and make you not fear nobody, man, but Yahweh Shai. If Yahweh Shai be for you, who could be against you? What is that, Romans 8:31? All right, let's go to the next scripture. Romans 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord Yahweh Shai. Right, man. Do you hear that? So you have the confidence in your everyday life. No matter who does what to you, you understand that you have this army around you. Okay? You trust Yahweh Shai to deal with that person, or to deal with this, or to deal with that, man. See, when Yahweh Shai see you walk like that, confidently, man, think about that, man. Think how Yahweh Shai looks at that when you walk that way, man. All right? That's a son trusting in his father. That's a daughter trusting in his father, trusting Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is serious, man. This is real. That's why we can read about it, man. You believe the scriptures, right? So you know this can happen to you right now. You know we have angels around us right now. I'm going to prove it. Let's go to Matthew chapter 18, verse 10. Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones. The little ones represent Israelites, man. The hopeful elect. Those are the little ones. Okay? You woke up from the world and you getting this word. Okay? We are the little ones. All right? For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. You hear that? They're angels, man. Okay? They're ministers to the heirs of salvation, as it says in Hebrews. Okay? The angels are ministers, are servers to the heirs, talking about the joint heirs, 144,000, to salvation. Okay? So they're supposed to be around us, protecting us in this hellhole, man. We need them. Okay? They're watching everything you do. Okay? Why you think they're able to tell or to send a message about who's messing with you, man? That's why it says what it says. Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones, for I say unto you that in heaven the angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. And you can read about it. The angels are up there, man, bowing down, okay, giving praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So they're around us, man. We have nothing to be scared about, man. You can be scared of them if you ain't being right, okay? But if you sincerely believe and you sincerely trying, man, your confidence should be very high, okay? Don't allow your flesh to tell you otherwise, because we can't make it on the chair through the law. That's impossible. That's why it says the just shall live by faith, okay? By hope. In who? In Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That though we're not perfect, though we go off, like David went off, Paul goes off, we still have that hope in us in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And through that hope, we have access to them. Okay? Through Yahushua to Yahweh, we have that access. With that access, we have that protection. Okay? But you have to believe it. Carry this mind state day in and day out and watch what happens. Watch the things you see. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to reveal more to you, man. I'm saying it here now. Through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he's going to reveal more to you because you walk that way, man. So, hopefully you were edified. I want to give our praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rakha Kodash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to your Akamite that is doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.